Captain Picard! That is Professor X, not Captain Picard. Damn it, Wesley. Picard the Enterprise. Make it so. What in the hell is that? Perhaps I was wrong. Hey guys, now you can follow me on Facebook. Just go to facebook.com/UltraMaximusReviews. Hello YouTube, Ultra Maximus back with another retro review, and today we're rewinding it all the way back to 1993 with Toy Biz's Uncanny X-Men Professor X. Now, if you watch my channel, you know that I get a lot of the old 90s Toy Biz action figures. I just love these things for some reason, and they're relatively cheap. And they're so gimmicky and fun. And this was always one that I had wanted. I'd gotten this in a trade from a good friend of mine, CC. Thank you, sir. I do appreciate it. He traded me an entire collection of Toy Biz action figures. This guy was in that mix, and he was after some pops, some rare pops. He collects those, and I was able to find some chase figures for him and his lady. And it was like opening a Christmas present when it came in. But this was definitely something I was very much interested in. I've always loved this incarnation of Professor X. It screams the 90s cartoon show to me, and I wish we would get a Marvel Legends version of this. I think it would be a lot of fun in that kind of Jim Lee style. I just really do wish we get something like that. And I could even see this as a Build-A-Figure, to be honest. It would be a lot of fun. We've had some incarnations of Professor X in the past, but to me, this is the iconic one. Now, he does not come out of the chair itself. It's actually pretty hollow. He has no legs, really, when you look underneath that. And I'm really surprised that this gold plastic has survived over the years. I'm a little careful with it because I know, like, in the Transformers, you get gold plastic syndrome, and this is the type of plastic that tends to want to break and crack. So I want to make sure he's nice and in good shape. He does have some articulation, so looking here, his head does go back and forth. He does have waist rotation, surprisingly. His arms do move all the way up. They are hampered by the wheelchair itself. He does have single joints on his elbows right there, and that's really pretty much it about that for him. He does have these panels, which I did not know until I got the figure. They do open up like that, and then there are these little gun pieces that kind of move around inside. They do not come out, but yeah, I thought that was kind of interesting. I don't remember that in the cartoon, but I do like the fact that it pops out. It looks very Star Trek to me. Definitely pretty fun, and he can actually reach over to these panels by moving the waist back and forth, which is why I guess he has that waist articulation, so that he can actually reach over and use his little panels. So taking a closer look at the figure itself, I really like the look of this Professor X. I mean, it is a little dated in the sculpt. It kind of has a Lex Luthor look, but I like how he's got the shirt and the tie, very bold eyebrows. I like the blue on the back of his chair there. I think that looks good. The blue suit looks really nice. The chair itself is gold like it was in the cartoon show. Lots of sculpted detail on the back of the chair, which is very cool. Definitely dig that. And he's got the wrinkles in the suit, all that kind of good stuff. And I can totally see why they had Patrick Stewart play this guy, because he does kind of look like it a little bit. Who else is going to play him? That new one? Nah, it's all about Patrick. So taking a look at the midsection of the figure, I mean, this is pretty much where the human meets the chair. Again, I like all the detail on the wheelchair. The little blanket looks nice. The fact he's got the panels, that really surprised me. I really do enjoy that. It gives a little bit more character to the toy. The front piece kind of slopes down there, kind of like a car, really. The blue seat continues to go down, and then, again, we get a lot more detail on the back of the wheelchair, which is nice. The fact that they did put that sculpt work in there, and it had that sculpting on the show, which was very, very cool. Again, I like the silver paint on the little panels on the inside with the black. It really sets out and changes the color tone of the toy. And finally, looking at not really the feet, but the bottom half of the figure. The front of it looks really, really nice. It is hollow underneath, but from the front and most angles, that's not an issue at all. He's got the headlights on the front, which I love. It's like a vacuum cleaner, but you know, it's actually not a bad idea. And then it's got this black ball type thing that it sits on in the back. I believe in the show, he just hovered around. I'll have to go back and look at some of the clips again, but I guess this works, you know, for the toy. It kind of gives that illusion. It's hovering in the air a little bit, or it could look like some kind of futuristic Rolo ball type of thing. So, yeah, there it is. And he's got headlights. He can scare the cat in the dark. For comparison, here we have Charles Xavier with the Weapon X Wolverine from Toy Biz, and the Silver Samurai, also from Toy Biz. I actually got another one of these Silver Samurai figures from CC in the trade. This is the one that I opened on Retro Review a while back. But yeah, definitely cool to see these guys all side by side, and definitely going to look really nice up on my X-Men shelf. So is Professor X from the old Toy Biz line something that you want in your X-Men collection? I'm going to say yes, because we don't have a lot of Professor X toys out there. There's like a movie version of him in the wheelchair. There's this one. There's a more modern version of this one. Not really more modern, I guess not. It was a Marvel Legends version from Toy Biz back in the day of this version, I believe, and we may have one or two other versions of him out there, but this is definitely a very iconic Professor X look. If you grew up on the 90s cartoon, this is definitely Professor X that you remember. I still think this would be a fun Marvel Legends in the new line. They've got a lot of the Jim Lee-esque looking characters. I think this would go along swimmingly with those. And the fact that it had the panels was a very nice surprise to me. This would be a decent fudge in the back of an X-Men collection. You could kind of put it up and into the back of the X-Men charging in front of him in battle, and I think it would work. So that's what I'm going to try in my shelf anyway. So there he is, Professor X from Toy Biz.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, thumbs it up. If you hate this video, thumbs it down. To watch more Ultra Maximus, click on the links to the right. Don't forget to subscribe and share, like us on Facebook, and look for more videos in the future.